good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you get to where you at, whenever you get to watch this. This is This Week on the Johnny Marquis channel. I've been talking for like the last 6 or 7 minutes. Didn't even have it on. On photo. And I'm sitting here talking. I must have took 2 pictures of myself, but whatever. So, anyway, let's start this over. Yeah, it's over. It's over for me, but not for you. Yesterday was my 58th birthday, and everything went well. Even dinner last night, everything went well. Just one little thing. When I was going to get out of my truck, the end of the shift, it just starts pouring. I mean, it's a deluge. So I'm like, either I sit here or jump out in the deluge, and I was almost pretty much soaking wet by the time I got in the car. And the car's right here. It was sitting right next to the truck. No, not right here. This is a parking lot of a KFC Taco Bell. So no. Obviously, no. Ain't it? Car was right there. I was pretty much soaking wet, but that's all right. But then I got on Richard YNF's broadcast on YouNow, and he had a St. Patrick's broadcast for music and stuff, and it was actually relaxing, and got to relax and finished off the day pretty nice. So overall it was good. And so Bayou State Sports Saturday, we'll talk about the Saints. We'll talk about Drew Brees' retirement. We'll probably focus more on Drew Brees' retirement and not only his contributions on field, but off the field. So we'll talk about that, and the sun's getting a little brighter now, and in my face now. Oh well. Yeah. Well, anyway. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what they've done in free agency, what they're going to do post Drew Brees. So we'll talk about that, but what we definitely going to talk about is, and I'm going to see if I can get this rant back the way I was going before I realized I wasn't recording. Okay. The New Orleans Pelicans. This has become a sore subject with me. It's almost to the point to where I wonder if New Orleans is just cursed for NBA basketball. If they're just flat out cursed, I'm going to try to move the truck and see if I can fix this sun situation a little better. Oh, that's that thing. Oh, hold on. Editing while you're driving. Right there. Okay, perfect. Alright. Yeah. So, let's do a little history lesson. Alright. Previous regime with Dell Demps had hired Monty Williams. Monty Williams came in. The team was building. They were building momentum. Little at a time. Got to the playoffs. Lost. Actually took the Golden State Warriors to 7 games, but lost that series. Monty Williams gets fired. Like, any too often, you bring a team to the playoffs and you get fired afterwards. Don't happen too often, but Monty Williams. And, by the way, look what Monty Williams is doing to Phoenix Suns. So, well, So in his infinite wisdom, he decides he wants to hire the top assistant with the Golden State Warriors, a team that beat you in the first round of the playoffs, and the team that won the championship. So let's go hire Alvin Gentry. Okay. Then Dell Demps was let go. They brought in David Griffin, and Griffin decides, I'm going to give him an extra year. Give Gentry another year. Okay. Biggest problem that team couldn't do is play defense. Alright? So, they finally fired Alvin Gentry. Then they do an exhaustive search of who's going to be the next head coach of the Pelicans. Okay? So who's going to be the next head coach? Well, every other team hired their coaches. They all filled their positions. Okay? So, Pelicans, last one to hire. They go hire Stan Van Gundy off of television. Okay. All right. I didn't like the hire from the get-go. People said, oh, give him a chance, give him a chance. But I'm like, why give him a chance? Why give a chance? I don't get it. All right? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But they go and hire him. Okay. They go and hire him. So, here we go. What's the biggest knock on this team this year? They can't play defense. They can score with the best of them. They can score when the cows come home. But they can put 5 guys on the court. They can play defense. No. These guys couldn't play defense if their lives depended on it. If somebody had a gun to their head, they can't play defense. You've blown 11 games. Listen to this. Double-digit leads in the fourth quarter. You've lost them all. What? Lost them all? What the heck? You know, what in God's green earth is that about? They've lost them all. Okay. I'm trying to catch up on my paperwork so I can get out of here. I got a lot of things to do. I got Ken Trahan's luncheon to do, and plus we got a meeting at 2 o'clock too at work. So I'm kind of trying to pick things up. But, so, 11 games they blow. All right, well, okay. So, I don't know what's going to happen with this team. I mean, they play good and beat good teams, then they blow leads against weaker teams. They even get blown out by weaker teams. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know. But, it is what it is. And, whatever happens, happens. Okay. Alright, big whoop. Alright, well, so, what are we going to do with this team? I don't know. All I know is one thing. They blow another chance to have a mega star on the team, then shame on them. I mean, since the team's been in New Orleans, they ran off Baron Davis, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis. And they've run off some other guys too, but main cogs. Baron Davis, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis. If they don't watch it, they're going to run Zion Williamson out of town and search to winning championships. That's right. So, don't blow it, Griffin, or you'll be on an unemployment line. I don't know how much longer Gail Benson's going to put up with it. Like I said, either New Orleans is cursed or just bad decision making. Alright, we'll see. Okay, YouNow. Alright, YouNow. I've come up with a new thing to do. Alright, so I'm now going to have three actual broadcasts. Oh, that's nice. 3 actual broadcasts. A little dirt on my finger. Hey, that's nice. So I'm going to do the Mental Health Wednesday. I'm debating changing the time an hour. Instead of going 10 a.m. Eastern, I might go 11 a.m. Eastern. That just might be what I do. I think it might be time to maybe up in an hour. That'll also help me get more work done, so I'm not running rushing, trying to get done at the last second to try to get on the air, like I did yesterday before I tried to get the broadcast going. Then, wait, I'm on the broadcast, everything's going good, and I have to bring up my second guest. Computer crashed. By the time I got it back up and running, it was already past the hour, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm done. So we're going to have that. I'm debating changing the time of that. Saturdays, well, this Saturday is going to be just like it is. I'm going to go on 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, and do a spotlight of an artist this week, Jamie Reynolds. Starting next week on the 27th, I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna start Bayou State Sports Saturday on time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. But I'm gonna cut off the new YouNow stream probably around 10:55. And then I'm going to wrap up the show on the network, which I'm going to wrap up before 10 o'clock. So, George Pepis, yeah, I'm calling you out. Go back to the days when you used to be on the radio. Okay? Just a little tip. Just messing with you, but tip. All right. So, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, YouNow Showcase is going to be an entire hour. Okay. Try to come up with a plan. Try to come up with some artists that aren't, that are YouTube, they recording artists. Okay, independent recording artists. I'm not gonna mention who they are. They know who they are. Because one of them's got a new song coming out the day before on the 26th. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do that. Well, guess I'm not important enough to be answered. So I got in touch with Christine over at YouNow Events, and we came up with an idea. For the first 6 weeks, we're going to feature the 3 artists that are coaches on Trooper's Idol. And they each of them have two contestants that all are up-and-coming artists. So, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate throughout the 3 coaches, and they'll have each of their stars. So that's going to be the first 6 weeks. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to start with Courtney May, and she'll have to figure out her first contestant. So we're going to rotate through the 3, and then we'll come back through the 3 again on a second round. So that'll give us 6 weeks. Okay? And I think by then we'll also know who wins the Trooper Idol, so maybe we'll give the Trooper Idol winner their own spotlight as well. But I'm going to bring other artists on. I'm going to bring on, obviously Taco Spice and Evan Johnson and Noah Schnacky and all. I could go on and on and on for days naming people. So, that's why I think I decided to do what I'm doing. And besides, if I can give the people at Tom Gardner's show an opportunity to get an entire hour instead of just their audition and their when they do their competition, give them an entire hour so people can know who they are. I don't mind doing that. And so I think it was a great idea. I think Christine had a wonderful idea. So I'm going to run with it. So that's what we're going to do. But that's going to be starting next Saturday, the 27th. Okay. So I'm going to sign off from here. And I'll just say it. I'll spell that initial. D-Y and S-A. Well, you could have had the spotlight on the 27th. But, all right. Well, maybe someday they'll look at me TV worthy enough to do it. But that's true. They could do it on their own broadcast. So, all right. That's enough of that. Let me get going. And I'll see you later. And God willing, I'll talk to y'all again in a little while. Bye.